The impacts of the February 6 earthquakes and their aftershocks in Turkey and Syria have been devastating. In some of the hardest hit areas on the southeastern edge of Turkey, entire cities have been toppled. More than 50,000 people have died in Turkey alone. According to estimates from AFAD, Turkey's emergency management agency, more than 1 million people have been rendered homeless, at least temporarily. Many have left the region to stay with family and friends, while others are staying in temporary tents or container homes provided by local governments, international organizations, and local construction firms. The recovery effort is ongoing. Within days of the first quakes, construction crews and rescue teams arrived to pull people out of the rubble and to tear down buildings on the verge of collapse. Thousands of international local damage assessment teams fanned across the affected cities. Mustafa Kizel is a senior engineer with Miyamoto Protech, a joint venture between Miyamoto International and Turkish firm Protech Yapı.
I think this building is labeled as highly damaged.
Mustafa is part of an assessment team that visited nearly every city in Turkey affected by the earthquakes. He says the damage to the buildings was caused by a multiplicity of factors. So you were saying that this is a place probably where they shouldn't have built.
Yeah, I think so. That's why also we can see from the building there are some damage on the bearing system. This is a main column, maybe bigger than the other one. It's in between a shear wall and a column, and also we can see the bars in the bottom, and also it is the connection part of the column to the basement, so there are some deflection on the rebars, and also the ties are not there. You can see some shear cracks on the non-bearing walls also. It shows us the system is worked on shear on both sides. This is a very interesting building since the whole building is not affected by the earthquake, but this portion is all the stairs in the building is collapsed. Just there is no column on this side, so the wall on this side is all collapsed, and also all the stairs are collapsed. These kind of stairs are the weakest portions of these kind of buildings, and you can see all are affected by the earthquake. The only affected part is here.
Although the natural disaster itself was devastating, there is growing consensus that a host of factors, from government reforms that didn't work to lax enforcement of building codes, as well as shoddy construction work in many cases, created a perfect storm that made the death and destruction from the quakes much worse.
We are in Hatay now, and almost very near to city center of Antakya, Hatay, and we are seeing some collapse, not wholly collapse, but also we can say that is not he couldn't done his job, because nobody can escape from this building, I think so, since we can see the poor quality of concrete and poor quality of workmanship. Maybe it seems a very old building. We can see the slab is just like a paper, and also all the columns are collapsed from the connection points, and they are just get like a Kit Kat on top of each other. What can we say?
Ebru Özdemir is the chairwoman of Limak Construction, the second largest construction firm in Turkey. Limak mobilized 800 workers to assist with rescue efforts in the days following the earthquakes, including 150 Limak employees who were directly affected.
We have to build back better because these cities have to be rebuilt. Gaziantep was a gastronomy center. Hatay is a center for many religions, and it has been the center of civilization. So when we are building, we have to build it better and we have to build more responsibly. We have to rebuild these cities. The people need shelter. The people need permanent accommodation. We need schools. We need trade. We need the life, the social life, to come back as it was. This was a very, very big tragedy. And what we think is we have to keep the attention at a higher level. We have to still make this our priority, not only at the national level, but in the international level. And we have to get together as we got together during the first days after the earthquake. We have to still get together to help the people in need, the region needs. A big help from all of us.